were you conservative Republicans and MAGA ready to concede the idea that regulation is sometimes necessary? Because aren't you the party that wants to minimize government and let the free market do its thing? Well, this is what happens when you try and let the free market do its thing. Corporate greed knows no bounds, my friend. You see, because after COVID and supply chain issues forced companies to raise their prices due to the high demand and low supply, they soon realized that people were willing to pay those higher prices. And then when supply increased again and we slowly started getting back to normal, they kept the prices high. Because why the hell wouldn't they? They had all just recorded record-breaking profits in the midst of a fucking pandemic.
So you also need to understand, lots of things, the government is currently in the process of regulating lots of things. They're regulating student loans. They're trying to regulate housing. You know, they're in the midst of all this. But you have to be reminded that food in itself should be regulated. You know, we have farmers. They have their own process of going on a farm and everything like that. Farming right now, I bet you, is dang near impossible. The process of, you know, shipping, the process of being on a farm. I don't know what that's like, but I could only sympathize with the process of creating and planting food and stuff like that. Groceries need to be regulated. That's my opinion. Groceries need to be regulated. They should be more regulated to the way that they're made, as well as to the way that they are priced, because not everything is priced fairly. I'll be honest with you that. You know, you go to like a fast food chain place. You know, it's really cheap. You know, $1.99. But at the same time, I feel like people just need to have more education, more knowledge about, you know, food can be affordable. You just need to know where to go. Just need to know.
Why on earth would they lower them now that the economy is getting back on its feet, especially considering that there's nobody willing to hold them accountable? Because conservatives love free market and less regulation. I'm sorry guys, but to honestly think that by giving companies breaks, they will choose to do the right thing and pass along the savings instead of just pocketing the difference is foolish. And
it's foolish, I'm telling you.